Hi friends, we're the Second Breakfast Club. My name's Ashlyn.
And I'm Lana.
And we are making a video today in respect and in the remembrance of Jonghyun, who is the lead singer of SHINee. And it's a sad time in K-pop. We don't stan ourselves as a part of the K-Walls, which are the Shawals, sorry. Which is the the fan group for SHINee, but he had a huge influence over so many people, and he was beloved by so many people, and it is a sad day for everybody, and we wanted to do this as kind of like a tribute to all the hard work and effort he put into giving us his best and sharing his talents with us, even though we're now aware of how hard that was for him.
Yeah, and we know this is coming out a few days late, and we kind of did that intentionally because I think that if anybody knows who we are, they know that we're pretty hardcore BTS stans, and we're not even really K-pop stans. Like, a lot of people who like BTS also like all of K-pop, and that's not really who we are. So because we're part of the K-pop community but kind of removed from it, we didn't want to look like we were just jumping on a bandwagon. And not that anybody was, I don't mean to like say people were, but I feel like it became a trend for a couple days to do videos like this, and we didn't want to be seen as like those girls who had no connection to SHINee who are now trying to get views.
Yes.
So we wanted to give some time and just comfort all of the people who are hurting in our comment section and everything, and then give it a little bit of time and then pay our respects to, basically like the uncles of K-pop, like
definitely
the idol of a lot of our idols. And I think it's important to say that as BTS stands, it's also important to remember how influential SHINee was in being supportive of BTS when they even just started, and like just really good big brothers. And I don't know if our favorite group would be where they are today without this other group influencing them and helping pave the way and being their friends and just being a good influence. So yeah, we wanted to do this. It made us feel a lot of things.
Definitely.
But we wanted to make sure we were being respectful too.
And if you're a subscriber of ours, you know how much we talk about our struggles with mental health and depression and anxiety. So this hit home really hard in a weird way, even though we, didn't stand this group. And it wasn't because we chose not to stand them. We just never really had the opportunity to listen to them.
Yeah.
So we hope that you take the time to mourn, and while you're watching this, if you can, just be in touch with your emotions and really just cry it out if you have to.
I was going to say, no, it's okay to be sad.
It is.
No, it's okay to take time to cry. And I think a lot of people rush to like, oh, we got to stop crying. Oh, we got to try to be happy. But no, you need to be able to take your time to go, I'm really sad, and I have the right to be sad in this moment, because it is really, really sad.
It is.
But at the same time, I'm starting to see it happen, so, it might be this tiny little sliver of a silver lining out of this issue, but it's also time to reevaluate the way that we as fans react to idols, the way the idol community functions, the way idol management companies run their idols, and especially how we treat mental health, and how everybody kind of has this stigma about mental health, but especially when you're famous, especially when you're an idol and supposed to be perfect, it's really hard to navigate not being perfect in your private life when you've been trained your entire life that that's what you're supposed to be, that should be easy for you. This hit me hard, but to be honest, I first had a reaction like this back earlier in the year with the issue with Top from Big Bang went down, because Top is my era. Like, he's only 1 year older than me. And I even made a video then that I never posted because I got way too personal about my own mental health struggles. But it's a lot of the same topics coming up here again. You know, anxiety and depression and how we treat people who are going through these issues, and how we as rabid fans can really aid in the downfall of people when we're not thoughtful and we don't remember that these are human beings. And just the arts already attract people with mental illness to begin with. Mm-hmm. Plus a lot of people have mental illness. So the odds that your idol has at least something dark in their heads is really high. Like, they're trained not to show it, but it's there.
And it's important to remember that we're all humans, and it's easy to write something down in a comment box that you think nobody is ever going to see. But they read the comments, mm-hmm. and if somebody is struggling through a dark time, the hardest thing is reading something that makes them hurt. So just be mindful and be careful.
Well, especially in this idol system, because by nature of who they are, they're isolated. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of times they only have, like, the other members in the group, maybe the few people who handle them. So their lives are the groups and the fans. So if they feel like the fans are turning on them, that just makes them even more isolated. And that's when things like depression breed and get worse. You know, there's a trend going around of people talking about, like, oh, they got over their depression. But that's not how depression works. You always have depression if you have clinical depression. Not a lot of people have clinical depression. You might have some depressed moments in your life. That's normal. But for people who have actual depression, you're riding a roller coaster. You know, it's never going to fully go away. You can help manage it and everything, but it's really hard not to fall back. And it's really hard to even predict when you're about to go down. And so it's important for us all to try not to be the thing that makes somebody hurt. And that could be your idol, that could be anyone, that could be somebody else in the comments. You know, just another fan who's going through a hard time, who, you know, the last thing they need is someone being mean to them, or, you know, I don't know, just, it's important to remember
that we're all humans.
That we're all humans, and we're all trained from a young age not to show when we're hurting. And idols especially are trained in almost a machine-like way to be happy all the time. So you can't judge somebody by the way they look or the way they present themselves in public. You have to, I don't know, almost assume that they're hurting and treat them as nicely as you can, because odds are they are. And you might not see it, but it's important.
It is.
Really, really important to be kind. So with all of that said, we want to do some things in memoriam of Jonghyun and honor the light that he did bring to the world and the work he was able to do.
Definitely. So we're going to start off with a video that one of our, if you're a subscriber, you know how much that we really value and appreciate our subscribers. And this subscriber, Michelle Hawk, did a memorial video, and it's called In Loving Memory of Kim Jonghyun and Jonghyun, and we're gonna start off by watching this, and then
she recommended it in the comments. We like to highlight when you guys make stuff.
Definitely.
So
we're gonna start off with this, and then we'll
progress.
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
내가 어떻게 얘기를 해도 사실 사람들은 자기가 생각한 대로 나를 표현했었기 때문에
whole situation just breaks my heart. I just feel like it's super easy to relate when in your life you're just looking for those little moments of happiness that makes waking up just a little bit more bearable, you know. It just makes me sad that he was hurting as much as he was. But, you know, he's in a better place, and hopefully people can learn something from this, you know. There's no worse feeling than not wanting to live, you know, and not knowing how to break out of that mold. Okay. I'm gonna be probably really emotional through this.
They don't mind.
I know. So this next video is something that I found, and I actually really, really love this song. And it's from the 2015 world tour that they did, and they do like this blip in the concert where they sing their debut song, you know, and it's Replay, as you know, Shiny fans know. So this is a little clip from that video.
Yeah, Ashlyn sent it to me and said that she really wanted to do this, so
yeah,
that's what we're gonna do. How small.
정말 평균 나이가 17세인 거예요. 야, 이 샤이니라는 어떤 그룹인지 소개 좀 해주세요. 네, 저희 샤이니는요, 음악, 춤, 패션 모든 분야에서 새로운 트렌드를 제시하는 그런 컨템퍼러리 그룹입니다.
이름처럼 정말 빛나는 것 같아요.
와, 또 반했어. 또 이게 두 눈에 하트 생긴 거 봐.
샤이니, 앞으로의 포부는 어떤가요?
항상 열심히 하고 최선을 다하는 샤이니 되겠습니다. 네, 누나는 너무 예뻐. 많이 사랑해주세요.
뮤직
The most shining name of the world. Shining.
replay, replay. Replay, replay, replay. Replay, replay. I feel so pathetic for ugly crying because, you know, I didn't even stand this group, but oh my god. It's just hard to see, you know, people struggling with the same thing you're struggling with every day, and they lost the battle, you know?
It's okay. It's okay when things touch you.
Anyways, he was a beautiful soul, and he touched so many people, and I'm just happy that we got to do a little tribute to him, to pay our respects, because he worked hard, and he was so talented. So
yeah,
if you guys are wanting to put any love for him in the comments, express your feelings in the comments, let your hearts out.
Or if you need love right now,
yeah,
put it in the comments, and let's all support each other.
Definitely.
Because it doesn't matter at this point who you stand or who your bias is or whatever. We're all in the same community, and we're all there for each other. And we should be.
We should be.
So remember to be kind, to love yourself just as much as you love other people too. And to talk, communicate. You're never weak. And things get so much bigger when it's stuck in your head and you're not expressing it. So just let it out. Let it out and take care of each other.
Definitely.
Okay?
So thank you for joining us for this video.
Absolutely. And until next time,
live long and prosper.
Also, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.